My name is John Ross with Finance on a Budget. In this video, I will be covering a topic that some 10 million Americans desperately need to know about. Do you have to pay taxes on unemployment? Why, yes, you do have to pay taxes on unemployment. Did you really need to ask? But seriously though, barely anyone is even thinking about this really hot topic. I mean, everyone wants more of that $800 per week unemployment, but very few think about how the taxes are going to kill them in April 2021. I'd like to offer a small warning about how you should be saving approximately 15 to 20% of all your unemployment payments to cover the federal and state taxes. Even I'm having trouble keeping up with it. But if people are not saving anything, and I know the government won't self-correct, then the people will be screwed once again. Think about it. The Democrats are fighting over $400 versus $600 a week boost. For what? We're going to end up having to pay back roughly $100 to state and federal taxes for it anyway. Unless you're self-employed with a small business and you have things that you can write off, then a whole lot of bad is coming your way. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. How does unemployment affect your taxes? This pandemic has thrown the whole world into chaos, and unless you're a master money guru, your finances will likely be all over the place just like everyone else's. One of the biggest reasons why is unemployment. People have lost jobs all over the world because of the pandemic has brought economies down, work is suspended, and businesses to a standstill. We've even had to learn the meanings of new words like work furlough and stimulus check. If you think that you're struggling with unemployment is bad enough, you also have to remember that your unemployment benefits are taxable. It sucks, but while you don't have to pay Social Security and Medicare taxes, you do have to report unemployment benefits on your tax return as income. If you're collecting unemployment, your total income is lower, generally by half. One benefit of this is that you may qualify for the Earned Income Tax Credit, EITC, or a higher child care credit. Also note that if you're still jobless by the time April 2021 taxes come around, you can opt for a payment plan so that the IRS can work out some delayed payment options for you. Of course, this will still incur penalties and interest for unpaid taxes, so there's really no escape. How will the unemployment boost affect low-income housing, medical, and other government programs? Some good news is that neither the unemployment boost nor the stimulus check will go against your Medicaid or CHIP qualifications or even Section 8. SNAP, food stamps, does still seem to be affected as it's a federal program and includes all your income. However, it only averages about $240 a month, and I know my state we have boosted alternatives. But now when tax time comes around, in my state of Connecticut, I am estimating the need for about $2,000 to cover my taxes. As I'm self-employed, I have several business-related deductions that I can use to help reduce my tax burden. But regular employees are going to have a huge problem on their hands. If you're not putting aside that $2,000, then where's it going to come from? How you can make the most of things when you're unemployed? Here are a few things to consider. You can always have income tax withheld from your unemployment benefits if you want to avoid having a heart attack when you want to file next year. It's always better to face it head on than realize you owe the IRS later. You can request for withholding by filling out a Form W-4V online in most states. According to the Labor Department, you can have a flat federal tax rate of 10% of the benefits paid withheld. When you lose your job or make less money for the year, there's a chance that you may get a portion of your income tax withheld, or even all of it back as a refund. Classes that you take can not only boost your skills to help you get back on track and find a job that pays better, but it can also help lower your tax bill through the education tax credit or a tuition tax deduction. Consider adjusting your spouse's income tax withholding if you're both working. You can increase your current after-tax income this way because if, before your unemployment, your spouse's withholding is based on the assumption that you're both working, then he or she will likely have too much money being withheld. If you're looking for a new job in the same line of work, your unemployment search expenses can be tax deductible. This includes printing and mailing resumes, and even transportation expenses and unemployment agency-related fees to your job search. Do I have to pay unemployment taxes? As mentioned, even if your unemployment is due to the pandemic, your benefits will still be taxed. You can avoid a huge hit by having your taxes withheld to cover the federal income taxes. You may also pay estimated taxes every quarter if you don't want to have your taxes automatically withheld. This may seem like a no-brainer, but I really can't stress this enough. Save. You need to save a portion of your unemployment benefits, 10% federal and roughly 5.5% for state, so that you have some cushioning. Normal taxes would have you paying about 35%, which is crazy. But with unemployment, you won't need to pay back Social Security or Medicare, Medicaid. Cash is king when it comes time for you to own up and pay your tax liabilities, either in delayed quarterly payments when withheld or upfront when they are due. You'll need all of the money you can get. What happens if you don't have the money? More than likely, they will put you on a repayment plan. So let's say you owe $10,000, you would in turn have a $277 a month bill for the next 3 years. What happens if you get back to work? If you're lucky enough to get back to work before the year's end, the IRS.gov website, link below, has a tax withholding estimator to tell you how much more you should be having taken out of your paychecks. This will help lessen the hit when you have to pay your taxes in April 2021. I've actually been thinking about this video all year long, and I'm really upset that this topic was never addressed on a political level. Everything has been a now problem and not a later problem. Everything has just been a can that's been kicked down the road. I hope that this video was able to help you keep your ass covered as we're getting minimal governmental assistance. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, and ring that bell notification. Thanks for watching.